think it's important we find a new common language for talking about a couple different interrelated things: enlightenment and spirituality, love and morality, conscience development, human motivation. We need a new kind of language for a new kind of conversation. If we focus on love to start with, we recognize it's been um, chopped to smithereens by the over definition, the under definition, the sideways definition, popularized in the culture or various subcultures, hijacked by religious dogmatism, um, sensationalized via Hollywood and the idea of the like the most important accomplishment for human beings is to fall in love, as if living a profound romantic experience. If we don't know what love is, how can we say what spirituality is? How can we define morality and moral development? How can we propose some sort of bromide or something that might elevate our emotional game with each other, our interpersonal processes? How do we how do we move away from contempt and more toward unconditional love and the generousness of spirit connected with love enhancement? Like let's do better. So without the conversation, to have with such guaranteed rampant confusion, we're going to be hard pressed. We're never going to get anywhere. We are like talking to yourself about love. You're the walking tower of Babel yourself. You're babbling between one line of conversation and definition, one form of defining love, like sexual love or romantic love, or friend love or parental love, or love of country, love of your alma mater, love of your pet, love of your car, love how things are going. Like what does love mean? What do you mean when you use the word I love you? What do you mean? And in fact, people have to be curious. So I would suggest that all that emotional chaos, confusion, and even potential upset is evidence of definitional rot. Like the fruit has rotted. You can't eat it. You can call it a banana, but you can't use it like a banana. It's rotted. It was once a banana. It was once a viable fruit. So words and meanings have to bear fruit. They have to be fruitful. They can't rot. Once they rot, they're not serving they're not serving any clarifying purpose for us. And if you look at all living creatures as really biological machines that are required to navigate a space. We have to navigate a physical space to stay alive. We have to navigate emotional spaces to stay connected and well interpersonally. And so we need to know what love is. Love is the point, and love is the fuel, and love is the vehicle all at the same time. To navigate well, we need to know what love is. It seems like so apparently like beyond obvious to me, but I've been studying it for a while, so. But I'd like to make everybody think about this. If we could clarify what the word freedom meant, that could mean a lot to us. What does it mean to a teenager? What does freedom mean? I want to be free, my parents' rules and stuff, or The way society is, I'm not free. Well, what do you mean by free? So we would benefit from clarifying that. We would benefit from likewise clarifying what autonomy means. That's one of those highfalutin terms, but it has a very sort of basic meaning for me. And instead of free, what we recognize is that uh, the machinery of the human is built to seek out its own way. The water droplet coming down the window pane is finding its own way. The water level and the glass and gravity are all cooperating to determine the autonomous path that this will follow. And if I put something in the way, then I'm blocking on some level what looked like the original autonomy. But there's no complaint from the water droplet. So we have intention, that like the water droplet intends to get to the ground. And so if you stop me, I'm doing what a stopped water droplet would do, but I'm adding the complaint because my intention in the map in my head as the water droplet with free will or self-control, I have a place I have to get to and you're stopping me. And interestingly, I can also blame myself if my projection about how fast or how direct I was going to get to the ground, if that expectation is violated, I might be upset with me. What did I do wrong? That I'm not moving this way or that way. You see how the idea of autonomy and freedom clarified there, and then ultimately when we clarify the idea of love, so much begins to fit together and make sense. Like bingo, like a film is removed from your eyes. You begin to see, you see what things are because what things mean to you is instantly clarified. I'm sharing a secret superpower with people to fully understand, to have an in-depth understanding of what both love and freedom mean.